Hi, I'm Dr. Shauna Dingman from Elevate Women's Health Center, and today I'm going to show you the Stu McGill 3 exercises. So you've probably never heard of these before unless you're in the spinal biomechanics world, but Dr. Stu McGill, from right here in Canada, is one of the world's leading experts in spinal biomechanics. So if you want to have a healthy back, or you've got acute low back pain or sciatic pain, these 3 exercises are his prescription for helping you heal from that. You've probably seen all 3 of them or some modification of them. So a crunch, but we're not going to do it the way you think. Side plank, also we're not going to do it the way you think. And bird dogs or pointers. And what we're doing is essentially we're helping to build your core, which I call it's the armor for your back. When you have good core strength, it really helps to protect those low back muscles and discs from injury. So let's start off with bird dogs. Okay, so you're going to come on your mat, hands and knees. You want your spine in neutral position. So you don't want dipping and you don't want rounding. You just want to be in that neutral position, hands under your shoulders. You're going to tighten your core. You're going to tighten your glutes. And you're going to slowly lift your right arm, reach out. So I think of reaching that pinky out toward the wall. And then slowly I'm going to lift my left leg. So it's right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. And you're just going to hold it and come down. And then you're going to do the same thing. Hold it for 2-3 seconds and then come down. You can do 8 or 10 of those, then take a break. Then do 6 or 8 of them, take a break. Then do, say, 3 to 5 of them. So you can do it in a pyramid. The other thing too is, if that's too much, right? If doing this kind of position is just too much, it's too painful, you can just do a little bit of arm, or you can just do a little bit of leg. You can do some modification of that. Whatever you can do that's manageable will work. Biggest thing is you're engaging those spinal core muscles when you're doing that. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you is a modified crunch. So generally when we do any kind of sit-ups or crunches, you're always told to flatten your low back into the ground. Dr. McGill says, no, we want to maintain that normal lordosis or back or lumbar curve. And the way we do that is by putting your hands underneath your back like that and floating your elbows up off the ground. You're not going to have both legs down or both legs up. You're going to have one up and one down. And what you're going to do is try and think of approximating or getting your ribs closer to your pelvis, except it's going to be just a little tiny movement. And in fact, from where the camera is, you probably won't even see my head coming off the ground. So I'm going to put hands under, float my elbows up. I'm going to take a deep breath in. And as I breathe out, I'm just going to lift my head maybe an inch off the mat. So as I do that, I can feel these muscles engaging. I can hold it here for 2 seconds and then do more, or I can just come up and come down. You can do, again, some kind of pyramid of sets. Start at 10, then do 6, then do 4, or like I said, just do whatever you can. The last one is going to be a modification of a side plank or a side crunch. So I'm going to show you easiest first. So if you're in a lot of pain, just getting into these positions, I know is going to be really, really difficult. You can start by simply going like this. What you want to do is just engage these muscles right here. So you can put a hand down to help if you need. And all you're going to do is you don't even have to almost lift your hips off the ground. If you just have the intention of it, you'll feel those muscles engaging and then relax. If that's doable, you can come up and relax. If that's fine, you can be up on your forearm like this. Just make sure your elbow's underneath your shoulders and you can come up like that and down. So ideally you want to come up, hold for 2 or 3 seconds, and then come down. And you can do those in sets as well. Make sure you do both sides. So regardless of where your pain is, whenever you're doing unilateral movements, so something on one side and then something on the other, always make sure that you do both sides for balance. You can increase the challenge. So if this is really doable for you, you can come up and you can do it like this, like this. You can do any modification of it, especially if you don't have low back pain, but you just want to have a really healthy, strong back and strong core. You don't have to be in pain to do these exercises. Lots of people will start their gym routines by warming up with these, and they are fantastic exercises to do. Those exercises and versions of those exercises, they're part of my regular regimen of warming up, mobility work, strength training work. And I think it's part of the reason why I can spend a lot of my hours in a week bent over people's bodies, giving chiropractic adjustments, and not generally have any kind of low back pain. So I hope those are helpful. And again, especially if you have acute low back pain, I would set a timer for every hour and be doing them every hour on the hour. As it gets a little better, you can start to back that off. Healing takes time, so just be consistent with it. And if you have any questions, please make sure you get in contact with me. And if you're having pain, obviously see your chiropractor for adjustments. Have an awesome day.